Very much, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues.
We called Fatoba. Fatoba, were you here?
Did you say blessing, Onu, Mr. Speaker?
Honorable Fatoba Olushola, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Fatoba Olushola.
I'm all right, honorable,
Yeah, so
sir.
Do I have the floor, sir?
Yeah, please, blessing, wait, let him finish.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Right, honorable Speaker. I remain Fatoba Olushola.
Afakbe.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. My name is Blessing Onyeche Onu, and I represent the good people of Otukpo Ohimini Federal Constituency. I am from Benue State. Mr. Speaker, I would like to commend you for dedicating the whole of this week towards addressing the insecurity issues that has bedeviled us as a nation. And I would also want to commend the previous speaker who has spoken, and on which I will write and reiterate a few. Years ago, Mr. Speaker, I would beat my chest to say that this can never happen in my constituent of Otukpo Ohimini Federal Constituency. A once peaceful community has become a den for these criminals. We cannot continue to call this banditry. Our country is under attack. Our country is under siege. This is a massacre. It is terrorism in its highest form. It is a genocide. It is ethnic cleansing. And we must tag it or name it as such. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, when we hear figures like 50, 70, 350, these are not just mere data or numbers. These are humans. These are lives. People that we swore an oath to protect. And something has to be done, Mr. Speaker. We acknowledge the government for their continuous effort, especially the recent release of Kwara and Kebbi students. We equally appreciate the swift response of Mr. President and his recent declaration of national security emergency. However, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, people are being killed brutally. I cannot even describe it. Words cannot express it on a daily basis. Kidnapped and raped. Honorable colleagues, this is a cry for help from the good people of Otukpo Ohimini Federal Constituency. We are presently living in fear. We cannot go to our farms. We can no longer sleep with our two eyes closed. My submission, my resolve, Mr. Speaker, to, as a matter of urgency, introduce security as a major subject in our primary schools. This is to teach our children basic safety awareness, because we don't know what those people are teaching their children. Majority of the people apprehended are 13, 14, 15 years old. So we must introduce security as a major subject in our primary schools. Secondly, to lend my voice to support the establishment of state policing. Thirdly, empower and train vigilante units at the world level. Recently, the people of Angule from my place apprehended these criminals with their bare hands.
Blessing Chigeru Amadi, representing the good people of Port Harcourt Federal Constituency 2, River State of Nigeria. There is danger in the land. We can no longer sleep with our eyes closed. We can no longer travel to other states to see our loved ones. And the problem now is, what do we do? And I hereby suggest my recommendations. Number one, to strengthen intelligence gathering through community-based reporting and improved interagency coordination, to increase funding, equipment, and welfare for security agencies to boost operational effectiveness, to fast-track security sector reforms focused on professionalism, accountability, and technology-driven policy, to expand deployment of modern surveillance tools, drones, CCTV networks, data analytics in high-risk areas, to address root causes of insecurity by improving youth employment, education, and economic opportunities, to strengthen border control, to curb arms trafficking and movement of criminal groups, to promote robust collaboration between federal, state, and local governments on coordinated security actions, to enhance the judicial processes, to ensure swift investigation, prosecution, and punishment of offenders, and lastly, to engage traditional rulers, community leaders, and civil society organizations in peace-building initiatives. Thank you very much.
The Otukpo vigilantes as well. One of my cousins, Abu Omoha, was affected. He was shot and still recovering. They rescued kidnappers. And thirdly, I support us to seek external technical support to buy more drones and digitalize our security. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Blessing, 30 seconds. Listening administration, and to also let you know that the conversations you are having in this sacred chamber is not falling on deaf ears. Steps has been activated, stimulated by the conversations that we are having in this room. So I would like to bring to your notice the declaration that was made by Mr. President, for some of you who missed it, so that you will see some of the conversations that you're having in this room reflected in the declaration of Mr. President. While this conversation is still going on, I know most of you were worried whether the resolutions of this House will be activated by the executive. But I'm happy to announce that while we are yet conversing, before coming to our resolution, this administration is listening and they are making declarations that is pointing towards the right direction of the mindset of the Parliament. Permit me to read this. Declaration of nationwide security emergency by Mr. President and recruitment of additional army and police personnel. Today, in view of the emerging security situation, I have decided to declare nationwide security emergency and order additional recruitment into the armed forces. By this declaration, the police and the army are authorized to recruit more personnel. The police will recruit additional 20,000 officers, bringing the total to 50,000. Although I had previously approved the nationwide upgrade of police training facilities, the police authorities are by this statement authorized to use various National Youth Service Corps camps as training depot. The officers being withdrawn from VIP guide duties should undergo crash training to debrief them and deliver more efficient police services when deployed to security challenge areas of the country. The DSS also has my authority to immediately deploy all the forest guards already trained to flush out the terrorists and bandits lurking in our forests. The agency also has my directives to recruit more men to man the forests. There will be no more hiding places for agents of evil. My fellow Nigerians, this is a national emergency, and we are responding by deploying more boots on the ground, especially in security challenge areas. The times require all hands on deck. As Nigerians, we should all get involved in securing our nation. Let me take this moment to commend our security agencies for working together to secure the release of the 24 schoolgirls in Kebbi and the 38 worshippers in Kwara State. We will continue to sustain the efforts to rescue the remaining students of Catholic school in Niger State and other Nigerians still being held hostage. To the leadership and rank and file of our armed forces, I commend your courage and your sacrifice. This is a challenging moment for our nation and for the military institution itself. I charge you to remain resolute, to restore peace across all theaters of operation, and to uphold the highest standards of discipline and integrity. There must be no compromise, no collusion, and no negligence. The Nigerian people are counting on you, and this administration will provide the support you need to succeed. In addition, our administration will support state governments which have set up security outfits to safeguard their people from the terrorists bent on disrupting our national peace. I call on the National Assembly. Let me repeat this. I call on the National Assembly to begin reviewing our laws to allow states that require state police to establish them. States should rethink establishing boarding schools in remote areas without adequate security. Mosques and churches should constantly seek police and other security protection when they gather for prayers, especially in vulnerable areas. Our administration created the livestock ministry to address the persistent clashes between herders and farmers. I call on all herder associations to take advantage of it, end open grazing, and surrender illegal weapons. Ranching is now the path forward for sustainable livestock farming and national harmony. The federal government, in collaboration with the states, will work with you to solve this problem once and for all. I sympathize with the families who have lost their loved ones in recent attacks on soft targets in Kebbi, Borno, Zamfara, Niger, Yobe, and Kwara State. I also pay tribute to our brave soldiers who have made the ultimate sacrifice, including Brigadier General Musa Oba. Those who want to test our resolve should never mistake our restraint for weakness. This administration has the courage and determination to keep the country safe and ensure our citizens live in peace. I sympathize with the families who have lost their loved ones in recent attacks on soft targets in Kebbi, Borno, Zamfara, Niger, Yobe, and Kwara State. I also pay tribute to our brave soldiers who have made the ultimate sacrifice, including General Musa. Fellow compatriots, I urge you not to give in to fear and never succumb to despair. Let's stand together in purpose and strength to defend our freedom and values. Our administration will continue to guarantee peaceful coexistence and preserve our union. I urge all Nigerians to remain calm and vigilant, report suspicious activities, cooperate with security agencies. We are in this fight together, and together we shall win. May God continue to bless Nigeria and keep our armed forces safe. Signed, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. Honorable colleagues, like I mentioned, this is an evidence that the conversations that we are having in this room is already having impact. This is also to guide our conversation so that some of the things that have been resolved by the executive should not come into the debate. Some of the issues mentioned by the president, which have been resolved, this will guide us in the ones that we feel that also need similar attention. Thank you very much.